We're getting our field corn sprayed. We hire out for that. Now I'm out here to finish up the garlic as far as lifting goes. Hunter and Nathan got the first 6 gun that I picked up, or, you know, loosened up. And now I'm gonna do the last 5. I always grab a big dirt ball here at the end to try and put back. Man, that's heavy. Hopefully I can get a better angle view, but that's beautiful. How it works is basically if there's any kind of like viney stuff, kind of like this stuff you see here, this disc goes through and cuts that, and then the shoe goes behind it and pops the garlic right up. Works like a charm. This is technically considered a plastic lifter, and I know I say that all the time, but if you're new, that's what this piece of equipment is for. But for us, it doubles as a garlic lifter as well, and actually I forgot to mention in my last video, an onion lifter. Just makes life so much easier. Instead of trying to yank, then you pop a top off. And this is how you can really tell. I can take, probably not 2 fingers, but with very little effort, I can pull that bulb out. And that was a small bulb. This one's probably bigger. This is a little bigger. Anyway, with very little effort. Now here's a bulb that I have not lifted yet. I mean, it takes me everything I have, and actually it doesn't look like it now, but I'm putting stress on that bulb. So this is just the best way to go. If you have a little garden, a shovel, a fork, anything like that is better than just ripping it out. Sunflowers are looking awesome. They need to get sprayed though because the bugs are chewing at the leaves. Leaves don't really matter because all I do is cut them off anyway, but who knows what other pests are on them. Last row of garlic, I kind of screwed up. There was 5 rows. I should have started at the closest row here to the sunflowers because I couldn't just do 1 pass here. I would have been running on the sunflowers, so I should have did it over there, but oh well. Live and learn. It's going really good, just like before. But now this row is actually getting tilled up twice. I've been keeping a close eye on it, making sure I'm not injuring anything, and I don't think I am whatsoever. Might even make it easier for them guys actually to pull the bulbs out of the ground now. Garlic is now lifted for the 2026 season. Now I just gotta get it picked up, let it dry, and get it in the barn.
Go.
You're gonna stay back there and do it?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna get no good footage.
Huh? Don't worry. This is gonna be great. Hanging on! voice is so raspy because of the fire from Briggs. It is a gorgeous day. Logan always says he never sees me run, so there's proof. I do run. And I can run. Oh. Hi. There. Back in its hole it goes.
About to take the Freightliner on a little road trip. Gonna be heading to the Buffalo Valley Produce Auction this morning. So I haven't been on the farm much the past like day and a half. Yesterday I was at the Buffalo Valley Produce Auction getting just a bunch of goods for the farm market. And so I picked up like cherries and peaches and just a couple things that we don't have yet here on the farm. But we are getting beans, peas, sweet corn, zucchini out of the fields right now. The guys just brought in 2, 4, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like 16, 17 boxes of zucchini and about 3 boxes of Gouda. And they're beautiful. Perfect size. There's the Lebanese. We start market tomorrow in Wilkes-Barre. That is the first day, and then the next day after that is Scranton Farmers Market. I also picked up some cantaloupe and watermelon yesterday. So this is basically what I was saying the entire season is literally right now is when our season is gonna get crazy. Only from here, it gets even busier with field tomatoes coming on and eggplant and peppers and all that kind of stuff. But one good thing is while I was gone yesterday, Nathan, Hunter, Mom, Dad finished up the garlic and got some of it in the barn, and the stuff they pulled out of the field is now right here on wagons. This stuff here is really nice. It's drying quick with this wind and just how hot it is. What's nice is that shell, that dirty shell, just peels right up off of there and it leaves you with a nice white bulb. Here's a better. There, look at that. I mean, that's beautiful. And then here's the other wagon. All in all, it should have been around 10,000 bulbs of garlic or something very close to that. Some small, look at that guy. That's a baby puny little one. And then you have your mediums, which is like this guy here. And then, actually I'm not seeing a bunch of jumbos right in this section. Must have been a smaller part of the field, but all the tops were green, then they turn yellow, and then they'll be like a brown and get crispy. We just want to make sure, I'd say about 75% of the moisture is out of them before putting them in the barn, because even though it is kind of open in there, it's not as airy as it is like right here in the shed with the wind blowing through. We spent the last couple hours rearranging, getting stuff organized in the shed here, getting ready for market. Just have a bunch of equipment here now we can pull out. What's really nice is we have all our boxes and crates, baskets organized nicely. So Dad and I just moved the irrigation pipe Not because we're actually gonna water tonight. It's far too windy. My hat's almost blowing off my head. When you try and irrigate when it's this bad, what happens is the water blows completely in one direction and the other half of what you're trying to water is getting nothing. So maybe tomorrow, if the wind dies down, we'll try and start it up. Nothing is wilting down too bad yet. It always looks worse in the real bad heat like there is right now. But it's only got about a day or two left before it starts to suffer. Pickles, cucumbers, and zucchini are planted. Now all they gotta do is grow. It's getting very dark. Looks like over Berwick way, they're getting a pretty nasty storm. I'm not saying I want hail or anything like that, but I would love to get something. Look at, it's like not blue skies, but pretty bright, and then it's like dark, black, ugly, nasty. I don't know if you can see that lightning, but it looks nasty. Kind of happy we're not getting that storm, because that looks like something that would hurt the crops. So Sammy just got home from work. I have been home now for about an hour. Worked on a video and made supper. And I think this might be my best one yet. Deer backstrap with potato wedges that are still our potatoes. And that's sour cream with some paprika just for fanciness. I'm so pumped for it. I think it's done perfectly. Sammy doesn't like anything she doesn't like anything rare or medium rare. She likes it medium to medium well. So I think I got it done exactly the temp it should be. And I used our potatoes, which is pretty crazy because today is Wednesday, July 15th, and I'm still using our potatoes from last fall. So that just goes to show you, if you store potatoes correctly, good potatoes, like our own or like other homegrown farmers, they will last and you can enjoy them for many, many months. And we're soon gonna have our new ones coming on from this season, so then I'll never run out. All right, here we go. First cut. My knife's not the sharpest, so don't judge. Look at that. That is done to perfection. Like I said, for me, I like it a little bit redder. This is also the uncut, but for Sammy, she's definitely not gonna want any bloodier than that, so couldn't ask for anything better. Today is the first day of the Wilkes-Barre Farmers Market for us. Truck's backed in. We're gonna start loading.
$15.20 in a crate.
Yep, I could have had. See, this will hold. That out there won't hold. Wonder what we should do. I guess not. We're getting all the, yeah.
That one's really dirty yet. Get that one.
That little black-handled knife is good. The other knife needs to be sharpened. This one needs to be sharpened. I would use...
You're cutting them. Hold
I
them.
like this knife. I cut this with this yesterday. That's nice.
Alright, now I got most of these cut.
much left to it.
Broccoli, collard greens, and kohlrabi's picked. Now we're moving on to the kale and probably a little bit of dill, even though it's still kind of young. Chloe is loving it. This is her first morning market.
Yeah, that was a beautiful head of broccoli. All right, hold on.
Just go way up, just go way up over.
Yeah, go way up over the middle. All right, I'll just do 5. They're really bulky.
You don't have to double it.
You don't think I have to double that?
You just gotta go way up. That's fine. We got like a 1/10 of an inch of rain last night, which wasn't much, but it just kind of sprucened everything up a little bit. Hi, Chloe. Jeez. Gonna get some of the first dill of the season. Chloe, don't step on the dill, okay? Watch out, no. Yeah, the roots aren't even really wet on the dill. So that was my first harvest of the season. First, like I would say, real harvest. I've picked 1 or 2 of this here and there, but it's only gonna keep getting bigger. That is literally just the beginning. We kind of forgot about garlic. Sweet corn's picked this morning. Look at the sun. All right, so last thing I'm gonna get today is some zinnias from the zinnia patch out here at the farm market. Started doing this really last year and it was kind of crazy how many I sold, so gonna do it again. I was going for 2, but they really need to be sprayed. There's a lot of bugs eating them. The flowers aren't quite as pretty as I'd like. But I did get 1, and the flowers I did get are beautiful. So now I gotta get these sprayed, that way they can perform the way they should, even though they're nice right now. So Dad's off to market with a really nice load. Hopefully he has a good day. I'm honestly a little bit concerned though, because I guess with all this hazy smoke, whatever, from the Canadian wildfires, they're telling people to stay inside, and well, that's not gonna be good when he needs people to come out to buy stuff at market.